Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Love Storyteller Tarot. This is Jeanette, and this is going to be a love reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon or Rising for the month of November. So let's take a look, see what's going on. Sun, Moon or Rising for Taurus, most important messages. Right, so you've got to watch your thoughts then. I think, was it Capricorn? I think it was Capricorn that had that as well, but it was what was at the heart of the matter. But yeah, this is representing the person having the reading, so very much around your thoughts, and you know, that can be positive or negative, like grey, or you've got to be very, very clear and decisive throughout the month of November, because it can affect you if you're indecisive regarding love or business, because it is a general reading. So you've got to be very, very sharp with your thinking, and don't be indecisive. Yes I will go out on a date with them, no I won't go out on a date with them. You know, you've got to be very clear with the universe what you're wanting, and don't like one toe in, one toe out. That's not going to work for you. So you've got to be very, very clear. And what's at the heart of the matter is something really important is going to be around in November for you Taurians. You know, Taurus is, you love stability, you love security, and very nice things. I think, yeah, Venus is your ruler, Libra, and Taurus is your ruler. So you know, quality, good things, nice things. But yeah, there's something that's really at the heart of the matter, is there's something that's really important to you, and you know, it is about being rock solid, because a mountain is very rock solid unless it's blown up, but then even the roots are still there. So, but this also reminds me of an iceberg, you know, like the tip of an iceberg, like this subconscious mind, your conscious mind and your subconscious mind. So it's symbolic to that, and would be definitely with the clouds here. It would be, you know, thinking about bringing those things up to the surface, those emotions to deal with. But well, it looks like there's something in its early stages, a new pathway or new direction, and you might not be aware of it, but there you know, there's something going on, that you're in a new direction. So it's not all being revealed to you, is what they're saying. Only a part of it. You might not even be aware that you're heading in a new direction. And we have got movement here. The stalk is all about movement and can represent an invitation, but with the baby, it's about a pregnancy. So that's very much about a pregnancy. I mean, is that what's on your mind? A pregnancy, wanting a baby, the Taurus, Sun, Moon or Rising, because this is something, this is your thoughts and thinking about a baby. And of course that, or if this says that you're pregnant, you know, that definitely is your life's heading in a new direction. But yeah, you know, with this card, you've like I said, you've got to be very clear in your thinking. Don't be indecisive, and certainly where deciding whether to get pregnant or not, you can't do that. You've got to be very decisive, you know. You've got to be very, very clear. And this is all about, you know, imagining the worst thing. You know, you are your worst enemy because you got the Clover card there. So, you know, decide to imagine good things, bright things, instead of gloomy things, because your thoughts are your own worst enemy, really. So if that's what you're wanting, if that's what your heart's desire is, obviously it's something very important. And for others, because not everybody's going to be wanting a baby, but for others, you know, there is some luck from abroad coming. So if you've been working with people overseas or from abroad, luck is on your side, because something's going to show up for you, which is going to be, you know, an answer to your prayer, maybe. So, because you're reading for so many people. But yeah, it's definitely something really important for some, to do with overseas or to do with abroad. And this is definitely an invitation to a party or a place of celebration. But yeah, definitely movement and a party, invitation awaiting you, because it's like in the future, so it's awaiting you to come. And it could be to do with this business that you've had dealing with people from overseas, or a person if it's to do with romance and relationship. You know, it could be to do with that. Luck's coming your way, and then there you go, you get the invite, you get the, could be that somebody turns up. But you know, you're heading in early stages of a new life direction, and of course that could be if you decide you want to have a baby, for those of you that are in a relationship and considering that. But this this good luck is coming via a friendship, and this can be of either sex, male or female. But it's, you know, it's a companion of some kind. And you've got to watch during the month of November, you've got to watch your thoughts about this. Really, really be clear. And imagine good things, not bad things. You know, don't allow your past to come into it. But it looks like there's that robber mouse, there's that, this mouse is somebody that tries to steal something away, and it can be a person, or it can be like your thoughts, but yeah, and it looks like there's going to be some negotiations, because it's not it's a dark card, but it can be, you can rise above it. But this is like a whole new path, and the orange very much coming into play. But that down here is like, or being on the right track, and a new direction that you might not be aware of yet, because maybe something has to play out. This invitation to this party or to this place which is destined, maybe that has to play out before you recognize where your life is heading. But yeah, there seems to be some sort of obstacle there. To how that plays out, I don't know. And it's all around security, to do with security. And I don't know if I pulled the bottom card on the other ones, but whether I did or not, it doesn't matter. For this one I have, and it's all to do with your security. So again, if that is something that you're wanting, to meet up with people from overseas, or abroad, then it looks like that's going to be happening in the future, and destiny is playing its part in that. But it's definitely around stability and security, and like I said earlier, that's the Taurian energy as to what, you know, is what they want for their lives. Try not to stereotype, but it's the archetype, it's the energy of that. But this person's really important also, and maybe it's this person that, you know, the movement is happening, and you get the invitation from this person, but maybe there are some negotiations for some reason that needs to be discussed. But overall, it's looking good for the month of November. So let's see what the romance angels would like to say regarding this situation. Most important message, please, for Taurus regarding their love life. Very soon. Well, there you go, because that's what I was picking up with the very first card, is that, you know, you've got to be very clear with your decision, and, you know, you can be your worst enemy where friendship's concerned or a companion is concerned, okay? And you've got to be very clear in your thinking. Like I said, whether it's to do with a pregnancy and wanting a baby, for those of you that do, because it's saying here, where love's concerned, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now, because you're going to miss out on something maybe that's right for you or puts you in the right direction. But there's some sort of fear about this, because the mouse wouldn't show up otherwise, because that's either this person is nibbling away at your destiny, but then this is something that's rock solid and is meant to be, and that says you're on the right track. But you've got to be very clear with your thoughts, and this card is all about, like, if you go into, symbolically, metaphorically, if you go to a restaurant and you've ordered steak and they serve you a burger, then, you know, you send it back. You say, no, I ordered the steak, not the burger. And you know, it's just a case of maybe your thinking back then was not as positive and not as strong, so therefore that was the what do you call it, reminiscence, the last bit of what you had ordered, and then it showed up as that. But that's where you have to be discerning where your love life's concerned, and say, well, no, that's not what I want, and be very, very clear about what it is you want, and send it back. You know, I had an experience with someone, but this Venus in Scorpio showed her place, and, you know, it's about all putting the cards on the table. And after I told him what I did, it's so funny, ironic, and he said, well, putting the cards on the table, I am in a relationship. And I thought, well, there you go. But at least he was honest about it, and then I could decide for myself. But I would have figured that out myself. But it is about being very clear, and I could be very clear that no, I'm not interested. And it's the same for you. You need to be very clear about what it is you want, because you're going to have to decide very soon to do with your love lives what it is that you want. Yeah, I don't feel I needed to clarify any of those cards with this one. So there we go. I hope those messages help, and please like, share and subscribe. It's your gift back to me. And if you need a private reading, the link's below, and that takes you to my website, and the instructions on how to book a reading is all there. It's easy enough to do, and I shall see you back here for December. Have a good month. Lots of love. Namaste.